Hi everyone, welcome or welcome back to Ivy Spiritual Messages and Tarot. On today's reading, we are going to be looking at into Twin Flames update, what is going on with your connection, especially during this Mercury Retrograde season. So we are going to be checking out on both of your energy and your person energy, what is going on with the connection, what are the things that you need to be improving on or healing, what will be your focus during this Mercury retrograde season. And then towards the end of the reading, I'll also be pulling some channel messages from your person, so you may stay tuned until the end of the reading to get some channel messages from your person. Without further ado, let's get into your reading. I'm going to be pulling up some energy for your energy here, so we're going to be focusing on your energy here. And then after finishing up with this reading, I'll do another one for your person energy. So let's see. Also, if this message does not resonate with you, you may check out into the all zodiac sign reading for the bonus reading for the month of September, which I've already posted up the link in the description box below. So let's pull up some energy for you. Oh, I've got discovery coming up here. Alright, so let's start the reading. Now, the first thing that I've got here is that let's start with the sign first. I've got a very strong energy of fire sign, Aries, Leo and Sagittarius. I'm also getting a very strong energy of air sign, Aquarius, Libra or Gemini. So you could have any of those signs in your chart, or your person have any of those signs in their chart. Now, the major energy that I've got coming up for you here is that with this Two of Wands energy coming up here, I'm getting a very strong feeling stuck and stagnancy energy in general is what I'm getting coming up here. So I feel like lately you might be feeling a little bit stuck on this particular journey, or just overall here, like, because the energy that I've got coming up from your side here is that I'm getting like someone who has been waiting for something. So I'm getting like a very long period of waiting energy, or just like this waiting energy coming up. I feel like some of you here have been putting up some hopes that your person is going to be reaching out, or like there is going to be some sort of like a communication happening before the end of this month, or at least like prior to this month, let's say a few months ago. But for some reason you're not getting any of that, and this is making you feeling sad. Combined with the Mercury retrograde energy here, the sadness, the frustration is just all coming in here together. And again, I feel like at this point of time here, you are unsure whether you should continue waiting, or like what are you supposed to be doing here. Should you move on? Should you continue waiting? Because I'm getting a lot of frustration energy coming up here. Another thing that I've got coming up here is that with this King of Wands energy here, that again coming back with that frustration energy, temper energy is also another thing that I've got coming up here. Some of you here, I would say, have tried to reach out to your person, or at least have tried to do some sort of like a communication here, but for some reason you're not getting that back. Or even like if your person replied to you or messaged you back or just call you back here, either there was going to be some sort of like a quick communication, or there could be like some sort of like a misunderstanding, another set of misunderstanding, some sort of like a fight, or just anger happened between both of you here. Now, looking into the biggest challenge that I'm getting coming up here is that I've got the Temperance energy coming up here, and then I've got the Nine of Cups. Now, the first thing that I've got coming up here is that balancing your emotional level. I do understand some of you here have been waiting for quite a while, so it's not about being patient. It's not about like, I'm not saying that you have to be patient, you have to wait for them to be ready to come back towards you, which is in one side, yes, you cannot force things up. So with this Temperance energy coming up here and the Nine of Cups energy coming up here, is that because of that frustration, because of that sadness here, you are almost losing up balance within yourself. Because what I'm getting coming up here is that some of you here are getting way too obsessed about getting some message back or getting some communication back here, and you may think at this point of time here, as long as you have received a certain type of messages or a certain type of phone call here, that would be okay. But the thing here is that unless and until you heal the obsessiveness, unless and until you heal the trigger, because the thing here is that even if you receive a message from your person, it's not going to be miraculously healing yourself. It's not going to be miraculously making your anxiety, your frustration, your sadness disappear. It may make it disappear for a few days, and then after that here, when your person is no longer communicating with you, after they communicated with you and then they go into silent again, this circle is going to be keep on getting repeated again here. This is why you may think that you're feeling stuck or you're feeling stagnant because you haven't heard from them, or because you are in this very strong waiting period or waiting energy here. But the stagnant, the temper, the anxiety, almost to a point where some of you here are getting way too obsessed with the timeline, getting way too obsessed with a certain time frame here. This is not becoming healthy for you here as well. This is why the center energy or the major energy that I've got coming up here is that with this star energy coming up here, a very strong healing energy coming in here as well. Another thing that I've got coming up here is that the discovery. You are at this point of time here being advised, especially during this Mercury retrograde period here, you are being advised here to rediscover about your true self purpose, rediscover about yourself. At this point of time here, you are being advised to open up yourself here, open up yourself without any resistance, because without you even realizing here, this stagnant energy, the temper energy, or just like this off balance that you're feeling within yourself is now serving up as a resistance in your own personal healing journey here. So with this discover energy coming up here, you're being advised to open up yourself. I feel like some of you here have been getting a lot of channel messages, have been getting like a lot of dreams coming up here, or you could even have like some friends telling you what they've heard from your person. Like there are so many messages coming in here to you, and I feel like this is the time that you need to be paying attention to, because I feel like some of you here, your mind is getting divided. I would say here, part of you here is being really stressed out, part of you here is being quite frustrated with all of this waiting period, with all of this back and forth energy coming up here. And the thing here is that it's not going to be helping you here as well, because without you even realizing the energy that you're putting, getting too obsessed or getting too worried or getting too stressed within your anxiety, feeling sadness in general within yourself here, this is going to be draining you mentally and emotionally speaking. I feel like this is why some of you here suddenly feel like you are out of energy, suddenly feel like, okay, what is wrong with me here? Why I couldn't do the work that I used to be doing? Feeling tired out of nowhere. And then another thing that I've got coming up here is that with this moon energy coming up here, the suppressed emotion again coming back here, this particular period of Mercury retrograde season and the new moon in the month of October is going to be really intense for you here, because this is where all of this suppressed emotion, all of this hidden emotion is going to be coming out, starting from now. The sadness, the frustration, the anger energy, everything is just going to be coming out one by one. And this is why it's really important for you here to stay grounded within yourself here, to address that. So as those emotion comes in, because you may feel like you're being angry because you haven't heard from your person, you're being angry because you've been wasting time within this particular situation, within this particular connection. But the problem here is that the anger that you felt may not be coming from not receiving the text messages, not receiving the phone call. This might be something that had happened few years ago and just now getting triggered back because your person haven't texted you. For example, like childhood trauma, for example, abandonment issue here. Or you may feel that just because like a certain person have left you in the past, let's say some of you here may not have a good relationship with your father or with your mother, just because your father had left you, or your mother have left you. This is why your current partner or your person here also is leaving you. So there are many thoughts of that here starting to haunt you down. This is where you have to be being honest and being open with you here and addressing all of those emotions coming up here. Another thing that I've got coming up here is that with this Three of Pentacles energy coming up here, this is the time where you have to restart yourself once again here, or restart everything from ground zero, because this is where I feel like the foundation on an individual level on your side here have not really been that strong. Because another thing that I've got coming up is that a very strong fearful energy coming in here as well. So you may not realize it, but you're operating from the place of fear. Some of you here may think that, okay, because of so and so is not replying to me, so and so is not texting to me here, that means that is never going to happen again. Maybe yes, they are not texting you at this point of time, but there is no say that if it's going to happen next month or next year here. So you are too focused on one situation that hasn't happened yet, and then you are currently thinking within yourself, okay, this is it, like there is no way that I can do this, there is no way that I'm going to get this. Again, those energies what you need to be letting go of here. Another overall energy that I've got coming up for you here, I've got friends and colleagues, and then I've also got great achievement energy coming up here. Even though we're specifically here talking about the love connection, apart from, like great things and happiness and success that you will be getting up from this connection into the future, which is talking about the union, I'm also getting a very strong like a job promotion or getting some sort of like an increment when it comes into your career. Something positive is going to be happening here. Another thing that I've got coming up is that for some of you here, you're going to be meeting up new people or new person in your life. Even though I'm not getting this is going to be affecting your love situation, but you are going to be opening up yourself here, almost like a networking energy coming up here. So that's it for your reading here, for your energy. Now let's look at into your person energy here and let's see what we have. And we are also going to be looking into some channel messages coming up here from your person as well. Let's see. And let's cleanse out the energy first. So, alright, so let's start with your person energy. What is going on with them? What will be the challenges that they are facing around or during this Mercury retrograde? And then we're going to be pulling up some channel messages here. I'm getting a very strong conflict energy coming up here from them. Some sort of like a conflicted energy coming up here. So they might be in a certain situation, a karmic situation or third party situation where there are a lot of conflicts between them and whoever the karmic situation that they're currently in or third party situation that they're currently in. Alright, so let's start with the reading. Now the sign that I'm getting coming up here, once again I'm getting a very strong fire sign, Aries, Leo and Sagittarius, and then I'm also getting a very strong air sign, Aquarius, Libra and Gemini. This energy could be in your chart or in your person chart. Now let's see about what is going on with your person here. Like I said before, I'm getting a very strong conflicts, inner conflict, some sort of like a misunderstanding, disagreement here and there is what I'm getting coming up quite strongly here. And another thing that I've got coming up here is that with this Four of Pentacles energy here, they are being closed off at this time. This is also another reason why you're not hearing from them or why you are not getting any type of messages from them here, because I feel like there are a lot of conflicts, a lot of back and forth energy, I would say here coming up quite strongly from your person. I won't be surprised for specifically here for those of them who are currently in a third party situation or currently in a certain karmic situation here. This fight or this conflict might be referring between them and the third party or between them and the karmic situation. Could be toxic friend, toxic family members, but overall energy that I'm getting coming up is that someone who is not at peace. Now coming back to this Four of Pentacles energy here, this is someone who would just rather keep everything within themselves here without bothering to actually talk to people. I feel like there are so much of conflicts, almost like a very strong chaotic energies is what I'm getting coming up currently going on. Currently your person are facing at this point of time here, and because of so much of chaotic energies around themselves here, they are not ready to open up themselves or they are not ready to allow anyone to come in here. This is why for those of you who have tried to message them or for those of you who have tried to communicate with them here, it seems that they are ignoring you or it seems that they do not care about you. But the truth here is that they are working on something else, surrounding themselves within themselves here on an individual level. And at this point of time here, for some reason, they are not ready to allow you in or they are not ready to give all the details towards you here. So sometimes you may feel that they are ignoring you on purpose, but the truth here is that they are not ignoring you on purpose. They're just like not ready to open up to you. They are not ready to, at least they're not ready to just go into all details of what is going on behind the closed door. This is what I'm getting coming up here. Another thing that I've got coming up is that a very strong fear energy here as well. I feel like this is something related legality here, legal issue, legal system. So specifically I would say here for those of your person who are currently in a third party situation or karmic situation here, I feel like this is something about them going through a legality here, legal process, child support, child custody issue, something to do with legal separation, divorce, something related to that. And I'm also getting a very strong financial energy coming up here as well. So some of you here, your person are currently being stuck or currently having a lot of financial issues, I would say here. Career, work, financials is what I'm getting coming up quite strongly. Another thing that I've got coming up here is that especially with this Nine of Pentacles energy here, they want to be left out alone at this time. And another thing that I've got coming up here is that being single, being alone and being independent within themselves. I do see that they are currently working on building up that independent level within themselves here, either to be independent, breaking free from all of this from all of this toxic energy, let's say breaking free from a certain relationship or certain marriage, or just wanting to be independent and having the money that they need. Again, coming back with all of this money, financial related energy is what I'm getting coming up here. I've also got the Four of Wands energy coming in here. So with this Four of Wands energy here, I do feel like they do know, or they do realize to a certain extent here about the soul level connection that both of you shared. But like I always said before, they might not know about the label or the term twin flame or soulmate connection here, but they do know that there is this very strong pull energy that they feel towards you. This is why sometimes I've got the Knight of Swords energy coming up here. They want to come back towards you. They want to come back running towards you here in a lightning speed. Because the Knight of Swords energy that I've got coming up is that someone who wants to just approach you really, really fast. Someone who just like wants to come towards you with a lightning speed, and then you like just like be open and be honest with you and just like let things take off here. Because with this Ace of Wands energy that I've got coming up here, and then I've also got the Sun energy coming in here as well. This is a very, very strong of ultimate success and ultimate happiness coming up here. This is also talking about a very strong new beginning energy here coming in here as well for both of you. So truth to be told here is that your person, they do really want to come back towards you. They do really actually want to come back with a lightning speed and starting up a new beginning with you here. But for some reason, they are not be able to do that. Like I said before, they are not allowing anyone to actually come into their life at this point of time here. So looking out into the energy that I've got coming up from your person, I've got fragmented energy coming up here. And then I've got family, friends and guides with back and forth energy coming in here as the overall energy. The back and forth energy coming up here, this is what is currently stopping them, or this is what is currently delaying this whole connection here, because I feel like they are waiting on something. I'm getting a very strong of waiting energy coming up here. So on one side here, they're waiting for some kind of like a solution or for some kind of like situation to happen first, and then on the other side here is that they're also starting to realize within themselves here that there is a certain patterns that they have been following. Because with this fragmented energy coming up here, I'm getting that they are becoming more aware about the pain, about the trauma that they've been causing you here. In general, also they've been starting to aware about how broken they are, about how much of pain and how much of trauma that they're hiding within themselves here. They're starting to be aware about the pain. They're starting to aware about the brokenness and the emptiness within themselves. So this Mercury retrograde season is going to be a huge eye opening for them here, and for some people I would say here they're going to already starting their awakening here as well. So with this fragmented energy, this is more of them like realizing, okay, I have so much of emptiness, I have so much of, you know, like this missing puzzle pieces around my life, and for some reason I keep getting this pull energy towards her or towards him, towards you here. And what do I need to do here to actually do not resist this pull energy? Because they do actually realize, and there is this very strong resistance within themselves here. Why am I feeling this way? Why am I keep getting on this? Why I keep feeling this pull, and why do I keep feeling this resistance energy? So there are many questions they're starting to asking themselves. And for some of you here, or for some of your person, I would say here there is past loved one that is actually guiding them, or guiding them to come back towards you here is what I'm getting. I'm getting a very strong feminine energy, but again, this could be a masculine energy for some people. Could be a grandmother or grandfather, or someone in the form of uncle or father or mother here, or aunt in that case. Because with this family, friends and guides energy that I've got coming up here, they are there to guide your person back. So there are a lot of divine energies actually here to make you back, to make both of you back here, finding a way to each other here is what I'm getting. So that's it for your person energy. Now let's look at into some channel messages here from your person. Let's see what they have to say to you. So I've got trust issues coming up here, and then I've got you are my everything coming in here as well. Let me pull a couple more. I've got karmic situation, so just confirming the whole reading that I've done for you and your person. There are definitely some karmic energy here surrounding both of you, karmic energy or third party situation coming in here. Now the channel messages that your person wants to tell you here is that, first of all, of course, you are my everything. So there is no denial in terms of their love, in terms of the emotion that they feel towards you here. They are definitely in love with you here, and they're definitely seeing you as their everything. They want to have their future with you. They want to be with you here because, like I said before, they've never sensed this type of energy. They've never sensed this type of love and care before. And this is why this pool energy keeps on coming up to them here. And another confirmation that I've got coming up here, I've got soulmate or twin flame energy here. So this is another confirmation that both of you do share a very, very strong soul connection here as well. Now coming back into this karmic situation, and I'm working on building our future together here. So they're working on releasing, they're working on letting go of all of this karmic energy that they're currently dealing with. This can be something related to their finances, something related to a third party situation, toxic friends or toxic family members, but there are definitely some lessons that they need to learn here as well. And this is also why I've got the time is not right for us. So just because that is not the right timing at this point of time here does not mean that it's never going to happen. Last message that I've got coming up from them here is that, will you marry me? So they're definitely going to be asking you to marry them. They're definitely going to be asking you to give them another chance. I do see a very strong family and marriage energy coming in here as well. Another thing that your person wants to tell you here is that I've got trust issues, and I've got angels and universe are working on your behalf. This is a major confirmation about the past loved one or spirit guides that I've just recently got from your person reading. So angels, universe, spirit guides are actually working on both of your behalf here to actually bring both of you back together. With these trust issues coming up, I've got two major messages here. First one here is that your person is currently stuck or is currently struggling with the trust issues. This is why they are unable to come back to you, or they are always like having this second thought or this negative thinking. This is why those back and forth energy that I've got in the beginning of the reading. The second message here is that I feel like they want to tell you here to let go of the trust issues. They do understand, or they do realize here they haven't done anything to actually, like prove you that they care about you, or like they actually still love you here, but soon they're going to be able to do that here is the main message that I'm getting coming out from them. So that's it for your twin flame updates on this Mercury retrograde energy. I hope this reading resonates with you. If it does, please don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell. I'll see you in the next reading. Have a good day, stay safe and be blessed. Bye bye.